Hello, I'm Lorraine and I'm here to guide you through this short information video from Inclusion Ireland on social welfare appeals. This film will just take a few minutes to run and will be divided into 6 sections: introduction, social welfare appeals, appeals procedure, what to do if you don't agree with the appeals officer's decision, how to apply, and useful information. Introduction. Inclusion Ireland is the national organisation advocating for the rights of people with an intellectual disability in Ireland. Part of the work of Inclusion Ireland is to provide information on issues affecting people with an intellectual disability and their families. Inclusion Ireland received small grants to make a series of short films to provide practical information in an accessible format on making social welfare applications. This project is co-funded by the European Union under the Progress Programme 2007 to 2013. More information on Inclusion Ireland is available at www.inclusionireland.ie. Social welfare appeals. If you think you've been wrongly refused a social welfare benefit, you can appeal this decision to the Social Welfare Appeals Office. The Social Welfare Appeals Office is an independent agency. It is not part of the Department of Social Protection. The Social Welfare Appeals Office does not deal with all social welfare payments. The majority of payments not covered are allowances such as the back to school allowance, clothing and footwear allowance. However, payments such as carers allowance, disability allowance and domiciliary care allowance are covered under the Social Welfare Appeals Office. Appeals procedure. You have 21 days after you refused an allowance to make an appeal to the Social Welfare Appeals Office. Within 21 days, you need to notify them of intent to appeal. You do not need to have all the supporting documents in at this time. In exceptional cases, appeals received outside this period may be accepted. The Social Welfare Appeals Office will send you a letter to let you know that they have received your appeal. The Social Welfare Appeals Office will first ask the Department of Social Protection for their comments on your case. At this stage, the Department of Social Protection may change their decision as a result of new evidence. However, if their decision remains unchanged, your case will be examined by an appeals officer. The appeals officer may decide your appeal on the basis of written evidence you send in, such as medical reports. However, the appeals officer may hold an oral hearing of your appeal. This means you meet with the appeals officer in person to discuss your appeal. The hearing is informal. You can bring someone to the hearing with you for support or assistance. The person you bring with you can be a friend, colleague, an advocacy officer, or anyone else who you would like to attend. You are also free to bring legal representation such as a solicitor if you want to, but you don't have to do this. Hearings are held in private. Generally, the decision of an appeals officer is final. However, an appeals officer may revise his or her decision if new evidence, new facts, or any relevant changes in circumstances comes to light after a decision is made. What to do if you don't agree with the appeals officer's decision. If you don't agree with an appeals officer's decision, then the Chief Appeals Officer may look at the case. However, this will only happen if it appears that a mistake was made in relation to the law or the facts. In this case, you should send a written request for a revised decision. It is important to state why you are seeking a revised decision. You can only seek a revised decision if you have new grounds. This means you must have evidence, like a medical report, that the appeals officer did not see. If you've gone through all of this and are still not happy, then you can request the Office of the Ombudsman to examine your case. The Ombudsman has the right to consider the fairness of any decision made by the Social Welfare Appeals Office. The Office of the Ombudsman has a website at www.ombudsman.ie that has some more information on what they do. You can also call 1890 22 30 30 for more information. You may also appeal to the High Court on a point of law or seek a judicial review in the High Court if you think that the appeal was not fairly conducted, but you should get more legal advice in this situation. There is a social welfare tribunal, but this only applies to people who are refused job seekers benefit or job seekers allowance because of an industrial dispute at their place of employment. There is no fee for making an appeal about a social welfare decision to the Social Welfare Appeals Office. If you have to travel to attend a hearing, the Social Welfare Appeals Office will compensate you for any reasonable travel expenses. You can also be compensated for any loss of earnings if you have to take time off work to attend. The Social Welfare Appeals Office may make an award to a representative such as a solicitor if they accompany you to the appeal. How to apply. You can get the Social Welfare Appeals forms online via Citizens Information Board or Social Protection websites. You can also get hard copies of the form from your local Social Welfare Office or your local Citizens Information Centre. You can also apply for it directly from the Social Welfare Appeals Office. You can also set out the grounds of your appeal in a letter addressed to the Social Welfare Appeals Office. In your appeal, you must include the following information: your name, your address, your personal public service number, the type of payment you are claiming, the decision you are appealing against, and the reason why you disagree with the decision that has been made. This can be posted to Social Welfare Appeals Office, Delir House, Delir Street, Dublin 2, telephone 01 673 2800 or local 1890 747 434 or on the website www.socialwelfareappeals.ie or email swappeals@welfare.ie. Useful information. If you need any help to complete this form, please contact your local Social Welfare Office, the Citizens Information Centre or the Social Welfare Appeals Office. For more information on where these centres are and to download application forms, log on to www.welfare.ie or www.citizensinformation.ie or www.socialwelfareappeals.ie.